Very excited to be part of Privacy Day. Lot of great presentations here. Thank you to all of the presenters. It was wonderful. It's great to be a participant along with the presenter. Welcome to my home. I love working from home. And if you all know me, you also know that I am truly passionate about security. I feel that everyone at every level of the organization should be involved in security because it matters. It matters both personally and professionally. But I was asked to talk about ransomware and social engineering. So let's go ahead and dig in. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take a look back at the eye-opening statistics from 2021 and recognize that unfortunately, guys, it's only going to get worse. Okay. Ransomware was part of 10% of all breaches. Approximately 37% of global organizations said they were a victim of some sort of ransomware. So basically 1/3 of global organizations, it's a 62% year-over-year increase. There were 130 different strains of ransomware since 2020 that were detected. And get this one, 350,000 new malware and potentially unwanted applications are registered every single day. So 350,000 a day. How are we going to keep up with that? What is probably the most astonishing is that cybercrime is professionalizing and it's maturing as an industry. The bad actors, they're getting bolder. They stuck their toe in, the water was warm, and they jumped all in. Okay? Ransomware has evolved into a subscription-based model where attackers are provided a platform with ransom code and operational infrastructure to launch and maintain ransomware campaigns at a low cost. They've productized extortion, and the impacts and the costs and the extortions, they're growing exponentially. We need to recognize that only 1 in 10 organizations that pays the ransom actually gets all their data back. 1 in 10. And the availability of the international cloud infrastructure that can be accessed anywhere makes it easy to attack organizations within the United States with little fear of extradition. So, in a technology-enabled environment, how do we prepare to defend our organizations against a maturing industry of the most sophisticated cyber criminals in the world? We need to prepare our front lines. We need to give them the tools they need to defend our sensitive information against these motivated attackers. We need to get involved. We all need to be passionate. We need to change our cultures. We need to train our users to recognize these tactics that these attackers are using. They're attempting to deceive, intimidate, bully. There's coercion and bribery. How about running some phishing campaigns? Everyone loves a good phishing campaign. My company loves to have some phishing campaigns. It's a good way to measure your team's awareness, to strengthen their reflexes, to understand the weaknesses, and then coach them up where they need to be. I swear, we're all good organizations out there, right? And we're training our users annually. We're doing that annual security training. We're making sure they're onboarded with their security training. But the bad actors, they didn't stay stagnant for a year, and neither did security. So we need to make sure that we're keeping it fresh. Little micro trainings, to little 1-minute refreshers. We're all busy. You can make a big impact in a short period of time by just doing a little micro training throughout the year. And most importantly, you need to know your security incident management process. This needs to be instilled from day one and continually strengthened. No user should ever be discouraged from reporting suspected activity. We need to celebrate and reward the people that are reporting these activities. We need to celebrate it. So let's stop for a moment. Let's consider, what would your organization do if they were under attack? Would they pay the ransom? Well, ransomware payments are up 82% in 2020. But remember, only 1 in 10 actually get their data back. Can you refuse to pay? Well, you're going to need an active security posture and a strong layered anti-ransom approach. And of course, you're going to need your tools and you're going to need your processes. You're going to need your firewalls. You're going to need your intrusion detection systems. You're going to need your intrusion prevention systems. You're going to need your antivirus, your data loss prevention, your encryption, your tokenization, your hardening, your patching, your vulnerability management, your change and configuration management, your file integrity, your event logging, and last but not least, and probably most importantly, you're going to need your backups of your live business data. And then you're going to need to be repeatedly checking your layers and making sure that there are no gaps. So how do we get there? Well, I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie this morning. It's a great presentation. And you should definitely enlist your risk office, right? And also your project management team, right? Assess your risk. We know how to assess risk. Let us help you assess risk. If your organization doesn't know how to assess risk, you can call me. I will help you assess risk. You need to test your security breach incident response plans along with your disaster recovery and your business continuity. We can no longer just test for the natural disaster. We need to be testing for the bad actor. Have your tabletops, sit in the hot seat, find the gaps in your security layers. You need to maintain your organization's security controls. Breathe life into those controls. Security should not be left on a shelf. You are never done with your security controls. You always need to strengthen your security posture. And finally, make sure that you develop a real-time detection and containment strategy. You must be able to quickly identify a suspected ransom attack before it becomes too firmly entrenched. You need to keep ransom from spreading. I know that this has been a lot to take in. I do hope that you've received it well. I'm out there. We're all out there if we can help. This is wonderful. Privacy Day is a great experience. I commend the people that are putting it on. And I hope that I've encouraged you to get involved, to be passionate about security, and to ask the hard questions before the seemingly inevitable attack. Thanks, everyone.